Let's go live. Might as well do it now, right? Before the game is over in the top of the ninth inning. What's up, Mazza? My man, Michael Mazza in the house. Let's see who else hops on here. I'm moving the normal 10 p.m. live stream to right now after the game, since the game will be freshly over. We talk about the stuff that went on this morning and last night and all that stuff. If you want to do that too. And we just stay on top of it, and everybody can enjoy their nights, a Saturday night. So go see Top Gun. Go see Top Gun. But what's happening, brother, man? What's happening? It's just you and I on here right now. I'm sure we'll get some more people on here. The Yankees are up 3-0, man. Sevy again, man. What a freaking game. What a game, man. 7 innings of shutout ball. These starters are on a mission right now. And one of the good things that I like about it is they feed off each other. And I haven't seen that in a while. So, Links 272. I appreciate that, man. Links 272. Thank you. I'll definitely keep it up, man. I want to keep it up, and I'm hoping that more people subscribe to the channel. I'm on the march to 25,000 subs, but probably more. Planet Earth, there will be 20,000 subs. We'll see if I can get there by the end of the year. But I appreciate that, Links. Thank you. I'll keep putting out, all things Yankees, breaking news, everything else too. I'm sure if you heard about it already, Miguel Andujar requested a trade. That video's in the description down below too. You and Derek are the best when it comes to you. I appreciate that, man. I like Derek too. And NYY Recaps, he's good. He's very good, very informative channel, very knowledgeable. I'm working on sprucing up my channel so you can add some highlights as I talk as well, and doing it that, I'm kind of using his channel as a model for where I want my channel to eventually be. So he's got a fantastic channel. Maz, I've seen it twice already. I would see it for a third time too. That movie was money. All right, we got Clay Holmes here in the ninth inning. Clay Holmes in the ninth, baby. Yankees are up 3-0. Tucker Barnhart's out. I don't know if you saw Kobe Clements or Roger Clements' son got called up the other day, and he's with the team. And Roger Clements is at the game today with his family, so they're rooting for him to get his first major league hit at some point too. So Barnhart's the 8th batter, so I'm guessing. I don't know if Clements is batting ninth or not. I don't remember where he's batting, but let's see. Holmes is in. It's 2-0 right now to the batter. Remember, Holmes struggled a little bit the other day, so hopefully he can kind of regain his form a little bit today. So, we got some trades from Mazza. Let's go. Andujar trade is between Kansas City and the Yankees. Yeah, now that he's requested a trade, I'm going to put together a couple of trade proposals, and I'll do a video on that too. And that'll come out this week. So I'll work on that probably tonight, since we won't be going live. And but Kansas City is an intriguing one. I think they can, I think they can figure out a way to get a package for Andrew Benintendi. Now they might wait the Royals because they might want to really, really sell high if they keep playing well at the deadline. I would just give them a big package now, and offer them the big package now. Why are you waiting for it until July 4th? August 2nd. Why? That's the way I see it. I know they want them to stay healthy and all this stuff, but that's what I would do. Offer the package now. I want the Yankees to continue this momentum and add some more meat to this offensive attack. Even though Hicks is showing sputterings of offense, walking or driving, getting a couple hits here and there, Gallows looks completely lost and defeated. So, and Donaldson just drove in the third run. I don't know about being terrible. I agree about Gallo and Hicks, but Donaldson, I don't necessarily agree with Dominique. That's just my opinion, though. Kansas City gets Andujar, Gleyber Torres, Alexander Vargas, Ventris Gomez, and Josh Bro. Yankees get Scott Barlow, 1 out, ground out. Scott Barlow, Andrew Benintendi, and Whit Merrifield. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting trade. And that's probably going to be the return you probably have to give for guys like that. Yeah. I like that trade, Mazza. And I agree, Dominique. There's no way Gallo should be in the lineup over Andujar. Like I've said even this morning in my video, I'm not surprised that Andujar requested a trade. I would have done the same thing probably. Probably feels like he's just being used by the team. He's never going to get. When you do that, you're depriving him of an opportunity to kind of play full-time and make money too. So you're affecting his lifestyle too. And he's proven he can hit at the major league level. So somebody should give him an opportunity. So trade him for somebody, right? Get some value back for him. And he's not a free agent until 2025. So you have 2.5 seasons of play from this guy before he's a free agent. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of it, man. No, yeah, I agree too, Alexander. Donald Donaldson has been pretty decent. So, uh-oh. Spencer Torkelson, foul ball. Andujar trade two is between the Oakland A's and the Yankees. Let's go, Mazza. Let's go. Like, hey, you're ready on the fly too, bro. You are ready on the fly with these trades, man. I gotta give it to you, man. Gotta give it to you, brother. Yeah, we got a small amount of people. It'll shoot up once this game ends. So, but this is, I mean, again, it's a well played game by the Yankees, finding ways to beat you. Judge led off the game with a home run. I think it was on the first pitch, and then we got a home run from Anthony Rizzo as well. Two out strikeout from Clay Holmes. He looks a lot better today than he did the other night. Nice splitter. Struck out Torkelson, and now the leadoff hitter from the Tigers is coming up. Who I don't know who it is, but it's the number one hitter, the leadoff hitter on the team. And yeah, so we got two down, two outs, top of the ninth. The Yankees are up 3-0. So, and it's Castro. Willie Castro is up, leadoff hitter. So, and again, I mean, Severino only gave up one hit, really. So, and that hit, I mean, it's like a laser beam by Miguel Andujar to Isaiah kind of left, and it went off his glove. Personally, I think it should have been called an error and not a hit, because I do think if that cost, Severino a no-hitter, and had he kept pitching a no-hitter at this point, I think he'd still be in the game. But it is what it is. A ground ball to Gleyber Torres. Game over. Yankees win 3-0. They won the first two games. First two games in the series. So, unbelievable. This team is playing unbelievable right now. It's remarkable to see. It really is. It really is. Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet, too, when you get in here. Definitely smash that like button. Who's the number 3 starter right now? I'm going to say J-Mo. I'm going to say Jameson Taillon. And then Severino 4, and then Montgomery 5. That's kind of my insight. Before the Jackie incident, he was hitting. Well, he just came. He's only the second game off the IL. So now he's on the COVID IL and the shoulder IL. He's only the second game. So I'm not worried about that. His defense is right back on the money, so I'm not really worried about that. And again, he drove in the third run with a clutch fly ball in the 8th inning. So I'll take it. Tim King of Jordan is what's happening. The team is playing unbelievable, man. Another win, John Daniel, no doubt. I mean, yeah, the quick box score here. Judge lead off home run, put him up 1-0, and then Rizzo home run in the 6th to put him up 2-0, and then Josh Donaldson drove in the third one with that sacrifice fly to center field. On the pitching side, I mean, Severino 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, and 92 pitches. His ERA is now down to 2.95, which is completely insane, but it's awesome. Michael King threw a clean 8th, Clay Holmes threw a clean 9th, and that's the score of the game. That's the box score, 3-0 Yankees. Unbelievable. These guys are just playing. They're clicking on all cylinders right now, and it's good to see. It's good to see that starting lineup feeding off each other, and they look like a really, really cohesive group. So, and a Cash has to suck it up and admit Miguel was a mistake, Andujar. Oh, I don't disagree, Pascal. I don't disagree at all. And again, he's a good DFA candidate. Just let him. He's in his walk year anyway. I would eat it, the contract, and just let Andujar play. I mean, the fact is, like, I know some people say, well, Andujar's inconsistent. He doesn't, but the fact is, nobody at the major league level is going to be ready to hit guys like Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole on a regular basis if they're not getting regular playing time. This isn't high school ball. This is Major League Baseball, so it's different. So, and again, the more he plays, the better he is, Andujar, when it comes to the Yankees. So he deserves a shot. He deserves a shot, whether it's here or somewhere else. He obviously asked to be moved. So at that point now, I would not be waiting if I'm the Yankees. No point in punishing the kid, making him wait, just ship him off somewhere, and that's it. Or try to add some pieces to a trade and make it a more significant trade. So we'll see. We'll see. Sevy could creep back into number 3. He could, Alexander. There's no doubt about it. All right, Andujar to Oakland. Gleyber Torres, Ken Waldichuk, Sweeney, Vargas, Sigler. New York, Frankie Montez, Uber prospect from catching Tyler Soderstrom, and AJ Poco. That's an interesting one too, Mazza. I like that too. Andujar, Torres, Ken Waldichuk, Trey Sweeney. Yeah, you're probably going to have to give up Waldichuk to get Frankie Montez. So, hello, Molly. How are you? Two solid trades, man, so far. The Kansas City and Oakland. Mazda, two very solid trades. Wonder if they're just thinking of OPS and Andujar and OPS around the same as Gallo. Yeah, maybe, but they could. But he's not costing them games. Gallo and Hicks have cost them games. So, but I get it. Yeah, analytics is probably doing something. But again, move the guy. Marcel's in the house. What's up, brother? Andujar, yeah, man. And there's a nice bounce back candidate. And again, he's shown he can hit. Now he's showing that he can actually field credibly too. So Thomas, yeah. Fourth place Yankees on first place, good win. Thomas. So many people said the Yankees were going to be fourth place, fifth place. Yeah, he didn't get Carlos Correa. It's all over. Yep. All five Yankee stars might make the All-Star team. You might be right, man. At this rate, yeah. Andujar trade number 3 is between Padres, A's, and Yankees. All right, let's go. I like Andujar, but if he would be a part of a trade for the Pirates to get Reynolds, I would be, yeah. You move Andujar and get Brian Reynolds, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And again, Reynolds would be the center fielder. He would be our leadoff hitter. Kill two birds with one stone because the Yankees are continually rotating this lineup, right? So, that's something that they still need to figure out and get into some kind of consistency. Brian Reynolds would be a huge get for the Yankees. So, smash that like button, folks. Smash it, please. Whether you're coming in or leaving, just smash that like button. Appreciate you. So, again, we won't be going live tonight at 10, just doing it now to kind of go over the game. And so let's get ourselves over 100 likes. And so knock that button, please, if you don't mind. It's greatly appreciated. It's really helpful to the channel's growth. So from 17 to 24, I like those jumps, man. Let's get some more jumps like that. Yeah, Marcel. I mean, yeah, exactly. Joey Gallo's the version of exactly. It's gonna get booed out of New York, man. Unfortunately, which sucks. Dominic, another series sweep tomorrow will be fantastic. Yeah, you know what? Stanton has some good. He put some good wood on the ball today. Good wood on the ball. A couple of good catches, but some good wood on the ball. Vegas had the Yankees winning the most games in baseball. Remember, we had like how it's possible. He was like, "How's?" Yeah, I remember. Tim King and Jordans. I remember. Yep. People are just bashing the Yankees left and right, man. Claiming to be, diehard Yankee fans or Yankee experts and Yankee aficionados. It's really hard to bet against Cashman. It's really hard. Make some duds, yeah, but it's really hard to bet against him when he's on. Sanchez and Gio doing well for the Twins. Yes, yeah, I mean, they're doing okay, yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun to see them. Correa's on the IL list right now. He's got COVID, so I don't know if he'll be back. Maybe he will be. But done and done. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate that. We're at 31 likes now. Right? We shot up from 17 to 31. Let's see if we can get up to 50 now. I want to try to get to 100 likes again, so we'll see if we can do it. And I'll cap it at probably 25, 30 minutes to the live stream. What do I think of Carpenter playing first base and third base? On occasion, more likely first base as depth. They also brought in Yankees acquired yesterday Jake Bauer, so he's also a person that plays first base and corner outfield spots. So they also have Ronald Guzman too. So they got some depth. They do have some depth, but I don't want them. I think Carpenter should get a regular playing time. So, and I do think it's right to DFA Gallo at this point. Yeah, Ed Matera, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I would agree, man. Keep Miguel Andujar at this point and just move on from Joey Gallo. It just hasn't worked, unfortunately. So I feel bad for the guy, but just let him resurrect his career somewhere else. Give him an opportunity. So yeah, obviously he's trying, he's pressing, but it's just not working. So let's give him a chance to resurrect himself somewhere else. Because he clearly has power. He still has speed and elite defense in the outfield too. So Padres get Gallo, Torres, Licky, Wisniewski, Vargas, Sweeney, Gomez. Oakland gets Andujar, Wallachuk, Rivera. Yankees get Turn Christian, McKenzie, Gore, Frankie Montes. Ooh, that's a nice trade, Mazza. That's a nice trade, dude. My favorite so far. 42 likes. Shooting up. Let's Smash that like. Let's get over 50 if you don't mind. No doubt, Matthew Gauthier. No doubt about it. I'm going to continue doing it too. It's my pleasure, man. I'm grateful to have all you guys on here spending time with me. So, and again, we're just doing it right now. We're not doing 10 p.m. tonight. Normally, I go 10 p.m., particularly if there's a Saturday night game. But since there's a Saturday afternoon game, we'll just go live after the afternoon games on Saturday. So that way we can go enjoy our Saturday night. I think Carpenter should be. Yeah, I mean he should be DH most of the time. I agree with that. And we see what getting consistent playing time has been doing for me. He's playing well. So that's why I don't want to sit him like 5 days and then play him one. I don't think that's a good idea for Carpenter. I just don't. Yeah. Defense mid, defense, DFA Gallo. Yeah, Dominic, I'm with you there. It's time to DFA Gallo. I believe he was sent down because he has options. He does have options, but like how many times are you going to be sent down, Joe? Especially when you're playing well. That's the problem. So, you know what I mean? My name's Jason Ed. Ed Matera, my name's Jason. Like from Friday the 13th or the calendar. You know what the calendar is? July, August, September, October, November. JASON. That's what I tell my karate students. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. Fourth Andujar trade between the Pirates and the Yankees. Let's go, Mazza. Let's go. We got 49 likes. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get to 100 likes. Get rid of the automatic. Yeah, I mean, that's where we're having a little bit of issue. It's not costing us games yet, but we don't want to get to the point where it does, right? So that's why fortifying this lineup would be a good idea sooner than later. So 40, 54 likes. We're shooting up. Shooting up, plain and simple. Matt Blake's effect. Yeah, Blake's effect and the Dylan Lawson effect. Both of them are doing a great job with this team. So I don't think Higashioka gets moved this year. I think maybe next year Trevino becomes part of a platoon with Ben Rorfit. That's what my guess is. But not until next year. I think Higgy stays. And why would you disrupt the momentum they have anyway with the pitchers? I wouldn't do it. First pitch of the game, home run. Yeah, I agree. Gallo might be DFA'd pretty soon. So, and I'm right with you there too, John Dan. If you're not going to give him a chance, Andujar, then trade him so that someone else does give him a chance. All right, let's stop. I mean, don't screw the kid's career up because of this. Lori C. Hello. How are you? Thank you for coming on, hanging out with us on Saturday. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, Den Snow, that's a good point, too. Every starting pitcher now from the Yankees has a sub-3 ERA, which is, oh, my God. That's nuts. It's a great stat, though, Den Snow. It's a fantastic stat. Oh, Jonathan's got a trade here, too. San Diego gets Gallo, Torres, Wisniewski, Vargas, Sweeney, Gomez. Oakland gets Andujar, Wallachuk, Cabrera. New York gets Grisham. Compensation pick. Frankie Montez, Tyler Soderstrom. That's an interesting one, compensation pick. Number 39 pick you talking about, Jonathan? That's solid, too. Another high-level pick. It's not a bad trade. Mazza's got Andujar, Torres, was Waldachuk and Dominguez and Sweeney, Cabrera. Oh, my God. Going to Pittsburgh, and the Yankees get Brian Reynolds, JT Brubaker, starting pitcher, and Chandler. Oh, okay. It's a multiplayer attack there for the Yankees. Give up a lot, but they get a decent amount back here. It's not only Brian Reynolds. It's Brian Reynolds and two other guys who could fit needs here. So that's a pretty solid trade, too. It's an intriguing one. I do. I think they're saying this is Gallo's last chance because they have other options. They do, Christopher. They do. I mean, look at all the guys they have. The guy they just acquired in a trade, Bowers. They've got Ender Inciarte. They've got Florio. There's a lot. This is one reason why they're not re-signing Brett Gardner either. And I think I agree with that. And that's the way I feel about it. Alexander Gordon. Where'd you go? I mean, the chemistry in this team, it's going to be hard for Cashman to take a risk for Brushmore. Yeah, the chemistry in the team is pretty phenomenal right now. Pretty phenomenal. We got 58 likes. Let's try to get over 60 now, or 65. Joe Miguel, dude, doing well, and his team is freaking awesome right now. Monty will throw them. Yeah, probably. Euro Yank. Hello, Euro Yank. Love, we got the Euros in the house, man. It's awesome. This is an international flavor channel, baby. Got the flavor here. Got it. Love it. Judges' dollars are going up. Oh, they're going way up. You know what else is going up, Harold? His trade value. Just a thought, just planting that seed, but his trade value is through the roof also. But you're right, his free agent value is after hitting his major league leading 21st home run today. He's on pace for 60-something, which would be a Yankee record, but it's just another thing to think about. Would love for both Rays and Jays to both go out. It would be phenomenal, Dominic, wouldn't it? As well as the Yankees are playing. Starts lights up, but in the playoffs, you can't move a 6-man lineup, 300 out to the bottom. Yeah, so Pascal, that's another good point, too. I mean, you have to have a reliable 3 or 4-man rotation for the postseason, right? And we have to have the steady lineup and a really good solid bench. So we have to move some of the dead weight and keep it in there with production. So, and that's something the Yankees are still trying to figure out how to do, I think, and I hope. You know, Torres, I think he's probably, at this point, I mean, the only way I see him go is for like a frontline pitcher or something like that. You know, probably a frontline pitcher. I think so. Yeah, Chris Fords, he should have caught it. I mean, that to me was an error, not a base hit. So, but, you know, whatever now. It's Cashman flip Andujar for something. I think he probably flips Andujar and a couple other guys for something good. That's what I think. I think it'll be a multiplayer trade for Cashman. I just hope he doesn't make people wait forever for it, or Andujar to wait forever for it. You know, Torres is a homegrown. Yes, he is. Well, not necessarily homegrown. He was the Cubs' #1 prospect, and then he was traded here. When they traded Aroldis Chapman to the Cubs, they got Gleyber Torres in that trade. He was their #1 prospect, and he came here to become one of the Yankees' top prospects. So, but theoretically, yeah, homegrown. You know, he's growing up with the Yankees. That's for sure. Yankees did not draft him though, but he's been here for a little bit now. Yeah, there's some mixed feelings on trading Torres now. There's a lot less appetite to move him than there was a couple of weeks or a couple months ago. So I see it. So do you think they want to lose a game and then announce that Gallo's been designated for assignment not to do it while they're winning? I don't know, Joe. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I really don't think they are worrying about too much of the perception. Be honest with you, Joe, but I could be wrong there. Could be wrong. I know. Judge was so impatient then, Snow. You had to hit the home run on the first pitch. You bum. 64 likes. We're 2/3 of the way over to 100. So let's keep going. Let's get that 100 likes before we wrap it up. Forget about the trades. Just get rid of Gal. I don't blame you. I totally. I get where you're coming from. I mean, I get where you're feeling. There's a lot of people that want him gone right now. I totally get it. So the Yankees always call kids up and send them down. It hurts the player's career and confidence. I love the Yankees, but I agree. This is one of the things that I either like least or just dislike about the Yankees, how they run the franchise. So I'm with you there, Mazza. What's up, Darwin? Pierre Lewis. What is good? What's good? Sadly, Andujar has no trade value. He's got more daily than Andujar, then he's got more than Gallo and Hicks do. So, but I still think you'd have to package him in a trade, like a bigger trade. You know, he's not going to frontline anything, in my opinion. I mean, you know, people are not going to give up a haul for Miguel Andujar. But if you add Andujar to some other pieces, then you can start revisiting Andrew Benintendi or potentially Brian Reynolds and some other things. So that's the way I look at it. But Jesus the King Chavez, the King is in the house. Thank you for the dono, bro. I appreciate that. Moan 61 Mafia. What's up, Cashman? Cashman, I think, and analytics too. He's like the offensive version of Jabba Chamberlain, right? I think they ruined Chamberlain too. messing him up as a starter, reliever. Sorry, like even though he was part of the 2009 championship team, they run a potentially great career. And I have a feeling, Jesus, I agree with you there. They've done something similar here with Andujar, and it stinks. They really do. Yankee starting staff has the best ERA, 2.73 ERA, followed by the Dodgers, and I think Astros. I think are in third place. Mazza. Love seeing the Yanks helping out the Twins. Yeah, I mean Twins. I think are in first place, right? So, yeah. Andujar requesting the trade is tragic when you have a wasteland. I know. Swing class. I know. It's ridiculous. I mean, but if they're not going to give the kid a chance, move him. This is why Cashman has a lot more moves. I think that he's probably going to need to do. I mean, obviously, I think in my opinion, a lot of other people's opinion, he's got to move Hicks and Gallo, right? He's got to move it and get whatever he gets back, and then you keep moving forward. And if you can get a Brian Reynolds or Gamble or Bennett or Benintendi, you plug him in the outfield, and then you add Tim LaCastro to this, or Inciarte, or this new kid Bowers, like you have enough in the offense to withstand a lot of things. So I wonder if you can get Benintendi with Everson Perez. Maybe Christopher Woods, maybe. And that's not a bad lead piece. I'll tell you that. I mean, I'd rather do that than give up Oswald Peraza. And I'm not giving up Jason Dominguez for half a season or 2 months of Andrew Benintendi. There's no freaking way. No way. But if they do trade for Andrew Benintendi, I think they should extend them pretty quickly too. Okay. Thinking here, put my thinking cap with you guys. No, I've said this too, Maz. It would not hurt to get another starter. It would not hurt to get another starter. And again, you can never have enough pitching, right? You can never have enough pitching. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm confident in this one. I still think that Severino and Nestor Cortez are going to be on innings limits at some point, right? Because I keep saying this. Nestor Cortez has never thrown more than 100 innings in his career. And Severino hasn't thrown 80 innings plus since 2018. So they have to be on some kind of limitations. I know it's going to be Blake and analytics going to keep a close eye on it, but that's the main reason I say getting another starter would be a good idea. And I like Ken Waldichuk, but I don't want to rush the kid. I like the fact that Banuelos got a shot, and I hope he gets more long relief opportunities like King, but I still think another starter would be a good idea, and another reliever. So, Judge and Andujar special between the Oakland A's, Padres, and the Yankees. Mazza, bring it, man. Bring it. Stanton is back. Well, again, Ed, I think Stanton plays better while he's in the outfield, so I think Stanton will get quite a few outfield days while Carpenter gets the DH. That's my guess. They got to play. You can't say Carpenter like 5 days and then play him once, and got to keep him in some kind of rhythm. I'm curious if they can package Gallo and Andujar. They probably could, Jonathan, but I think they'd have to add some kind of decent prospect too. Andujar brings more value than Gallo, and then another prospect to make it a more attractive package. That would be a good Kansas City Royals trade. Andujar, Gallo, and somebody else for Scott Barlow and Andrew Benintendi. That would be a nice trade, in my opinion, but I think it would be a nice trade. Oh, boy, here we go. Hide user. These people, man. These folks can't get enough, these people. Stephen London's in the house. What's up, buddy? Still doing my work at the home job. This is my Friday night game on in the background. It's how another great, yeah, man. Yes, another fantastic game. Heck yeah. One outfielder, one relief arm at the deadline. Swing class. I'm one outfielder, one starter, one reliever at the deadline. That to me would be a really, really, really good deadline for the Yankees. And if the Royals need outfielders, Gallo and Andujar would be a nice, affordable combination. And you add an Everson Pereira, a young prospect, and maybe add someone else to try to get Benintendi and Barlow. So that to me is a good package. So, by the way, smash them like buttons. Let's get over 100 really quickly. We got 113 in here, only 73 likes. It's really, really helpful when you get over 100 likes. So if you don't mind, whether you're just coming in on the way out, just smash that really quickly. It's greatly appreciated. 75. There we go. Getting some bumps here. Yeah, it's a good trade for the Yankees. Well, I would add probably a pitching prospect and Everson Pereira. Miguel Andujar is a cheap, affordable player for the Royals. Gallo, I think, will just be thrown, but I would omit Gallo from the trade if I could. I would go Andujar, Everson Pereira, and like a pitching prospect or two, and then try to get Benintendi and Barlow. I think there'll be more of a fair trade. I think that the Royals would need. I mean, Gallo to me is a change of scenery guy who still has some pop left, but I just don't think it's going to be utilized in New York, unfortunately. So Trevino was in contention. No, I still has to. I think Christopher. I think it still needs to be a platoon right now. Higashioka and Trevino this year. Maybe Trevino and Rortvedt next year. 82 likes. We're getting there. We're getting there. I was watching one of the board game channels. I watch one of the mods start spamming. Unbelievable, Ben. One of the mods actually started spamming. What the heck? The mod was spamming a channel that he was moderating, really? Or was he knocking out spammers? Could have been a no-hitter by Jay, but, nothing we can do about it now, unfortunately. So, but yeah. It's a good, well-pitched game, man. I wish IKF caught the ball, but oh well. It was a rocket by Miggy Cabrera, though. It was a rocket. All right, here's a special trade here. So Oakland gets Andujar, Lucas Licky, Ken Wolochek, Oswaldo Cabrera, Everson Pereira, Anthony Sigler, who's picking things up. Padres get Judge, Torres, Gomez, Wells, Wisniewski, Randy Vasquez. Ooh. The Yankees get Yu Darvish, Mackenzie Gore, Trent Grisham, Frankie Montez, Soderstrom, Muncy. But okay, that's my favorite trade so far, Mazza. That's a lot of pieces leaving the Yankees, a lot of pieces coming back to the Yankees. So I like it. I wouldn't go that far, Christian. If you trade Judge, you lose him. No, there's no guarantee. He hasn't led us to a World Series yet, and he's been here. So there's no guarantee Judge equals World Series. And it also depends on what you get back. But why trade Judge? Well, to me, the Yankees have two options now. They're going to have to overpay him by like $100 million for a lot of decline years, or let him walk for nothing. I don't like either option. So that to me is a trade needs to be considered, at least considered. And again, the package you can get in return will be a good return. And you can either keep those guys or move some of them in some other package and try to get a Brian Reynolds or something like that. So as much as it would be an unpopular move, at this point, to me, it needs to be entertained, at the very least. Yeah, the hackers, scammers, Steven, they tend to try to penetrate the channels that become successful and larger. So we're kind of trending in that direction. So they had nothing better to do with their time. We'll just keep zapping one way or another. So Boone just said that Mickey handled a very difficult conversation like that. He did, Laurie. He did. I mean, I like Mickey. You're absolutely right, Laurie. And it's a good. I'm glad. Thank you for bringing that up. That's class by Boone too. None of these absurd trades are ever going to happen. There's no way they trade Judge Superior. We don't know, Anad Raham. We don't know. The trades are fun. They're ballsy. They're entertaining for this channel. We like to have a good time. And, what are they going to do? Are they going to give Judge $300 million and have a Cano or an Albatross type contract like an Ellsbury for the last 5 years and be a shell of himself, and they'll just be massively overpaying for him? What are they going to do? It's the same thing applies to Mookie Betts' contract. They're going to get some decline years. Bryce Harper's contract, they're going to get some decline years. But this is not even starting until 31 years old. So we're at 91, 9 likes from 100. Let's hit that 100 mark. So, yeah, and we can't let him walk. Can't let him walk. I mean, the Yankees can get a haul back from Judge right now. And I know, and Derek will tell you too, Laurie, people even going on his channel on the voicemails kept thinking I'm nuts for proposing a Judge trade. But I was very clear since the beginning. I said the only way I propose trading Judge is if he turns down a big extension, which he did. Same thing happened to Soto, right? Juan Soto, he turned down a big extension now. He's probably going to get moved at some point. So this happens all the time. So it's no different. But the Judge's age is unfortunately working against him. That's the way I see it. Other people do it differently, but, that's fine. But he's the face of the franchise. I get it. He's a wildly popular player. Totally get it. Totally get it. And it's his opportunity to cash in right now in the offseason. So you can't fault him for that. Can't. But I think it would suck if the Yankees just let him walk for nothing, especially if they didn't win the World Series. I mean, this is banking on him leading the Yankees in the World Series. What if he doesn't do anything in the postseason and then the Yankees let him walk? It's a really big risk. Big risk. Same thing, Mazzy. Yep. Andujar's a good kid. He's a classy kid. He did handle it like a pro. So that was a good comment by Lori C. Everything is a risk, but there aren't a lot of players like Judge. Well, I don't disagree with that, Alexander. But again, how much longer is Judge going to sustain the success? He's 31. The other players that are doing it are way younger. They have a much more longer shelf life than Judge's. So I like his stats, but he's going to go where the money is. So like Texas offers him $330 million. He's going to Texas. Like it's just that. This is, to me, it's like a Cano situation. Who would have thought he would go to Seattle? Who would have thought Alex Rodriguez would ever go to Texas? But these guys massively, massively, massively overpay for these guys. So, and again, I mean, Judge, A-Rod won a bunch of MVPs and all this stuff wherever he went, but like, still, this is the pickle that I think that they're in, that I think not many people want to talk about. So because it's a painful or just an uncomfortable situation, trading Judge. So William Shutter, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You're always welcome here, man. Thank you. So he's the best player literally on the damn planet. Jay, he's one of them. He's one of them. Just because he has the most home runs doesn't mean he's the best player on the planet. So, but again, yeah, I mean, that's why his trade value is crazy high, too. If we trade Judge, we aren't winning the World Series. There's no guarantee that we're going to win the World Series if we don't trade him. Yeah, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. But, I'm not only worried about this year, I'm worried about all the years afterward, too. So, no, I get you. I get what you're saying, Alexander, and I get what Big Boy's saying, too. I totally get it. Always about the name on the front jersey. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. Seattle still wants our money back. Yeah, Ben, like, this is what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. And swing class, yeah, 100%, man. 100%. So, A-Rod was worth all the money that was on the team. Oh, yeah, man. A-Rod was worth every penny. The 3 or 4 time MVP, I mean, almost 700 home runs. Like, it's not even close. Like, but I understand. Judge wants Trout money. I get it. I get it. But I mean, 10 years and more than that, it's insane. It's insanity at 31 years old. So, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, right? So either way, it's going to be. There are people going to be unhappy with whatever move they decide to make with Judge. And I hope that these people, if he goes, if he quote unquote sells out and goes somewhere for the money, I hope people are going to be pissed at him for not showing loyalty to the Yankees. So, offer the big package now because we need big. I mean, William, who are you referring to, William? Offer the big package for who? Peter, delusional thinking he should be outbid for Andujar. What do you mean? Oh, Judge. Should be outbid for Judge? No, they will be outbid for Judge. You think they're going to go from $210 million to $340? You think they're going to add $130 million to the deal? That's delusional. He asked for $360 for 10 years. $360. Okay? It's his right to do it. It's his opportunity. I can't fault the guy, but again, like I said, he has age working against him. He's a free agent at 31. Harper, free agent at 26. Machado, free agent at 26. Mookie's, he would have been a free agent at 27. Like, it's a huge difference in age. It's working against him. Like, would I have given him a 10-year deal, that type of money at 27? Yup, but not now at 31. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Those last 5 years are gonna be ugly, ugly. Sell high, Tom. Yeah, yeah. But I get everybody. Oh, we got 2 likes to go for 100. I get what everybody's saying in terms of this. I mean, not everybody's going to agree on it, but that's totally fine. Some stocks you don't sell. He's not a stock, though, Jay. He's not a stock. His price is up, his price is down. His price is up, his price is down. He's a very volatile stock if you're going to consider it as a stock. When he's healthy, he's good. When he's not playing. So, yeah, Herman, Lori's right too. Herman looks like he's coming back in a couple weeks. Hicks actually is on a very team-friendly deal. So, and I said this recently, his production makes it look like a terrible contract. But if he produces a halfway decent rate, then it's a deal that a lot of teams would want to take in a trade. So I get the Yankees trying to stick with him and get his trade value up. I get it. Or keep him on a team-friendly deal. Would I do it and let other guys sit? Personally, I would not, but I get what they're trying to do. Hold those blue chip stocks. For what? What about when it gets and it starts to tank? You're gonna hold it when it goes down just so you could wait forever for it to hopefully go back up? Doesn't always happen. Doesn't always happen. It's a very sticky situation. I'm glad that he's healthy and productive, though, I'll tell you that. He's money right now. He's absolute money, which is why his trade value is super high. It's just like his free agent value is super high. But why would you pay $36 for a stock when you can get it for $25? Right? That's the thing. Are you going to offer $11 more per stock? For what? Why? No, just talking stock wise. Remember when Randy Johnson, Kevin Brown? Yeah, I remember that too, Molly. Yeah, but Judge will get 30 plus per year. I'm confident of that, and deservedly so based on what he's playing. So, Yankees fans on the West Coast. Great to have this channel to follow and talk about the Yankees thing. My pleasure, Sil. Welcome, West Coast, man. West Coast in the house. Got Europe in the house. We got international, baby. I love it. So I'm talking about, Alexander. You see, it's just a lot of different ways of looking at it. And I get it. I understand and I respect people's perspective on Judge. It's a really, really hard thing to do. But this has happened before. The Cardinals moved on from Pujols, right? Red Sox moved on from Mookie. It just happens. It's business. It's business. And again, we've gotten 6 of his pretty much prime years. How many more of those are we going to get? Maybe 2 or 3. And then you're going to have 6 or 7 decline years. Is it worth that? That's the question that I keep presenting that I don't know many people that just aren't interested in answering. It's just, pay the man what he wants and blah, blah, blah. Well, sure, pay him what he wants. Tie some performance into it. But they'll never let that happen. So, Judge, 7 years, 245. That was my max. That's 35 per. That would have been a good deal. That would be a good deal. 7 years is my cutoff for Judge, in my opinion. So, Judge, 300 for 8 will get it done. Maybe. But that 8-year, in my opinion, has to be a vesting option. Up team vesting option. He's got to prove decent play. He's a certain amount of at-bats, certain amount of games played. That's how I would do it. Yeah, it's the length. Same here, Christopher. The length is key. Close to Anaheim staying nice, man. Yeah, Alan. I mean, I'd be moving Gallo too, man. No doubt. Mazza, man, thanks for coming on, brother. Yeah, have a great night and enjoy yourself. Be safe, bro. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'll be wrapping up in a second, too. We passed 100 likes. Thank you, guys and gals. I appreciate you. Yeah, Cano's contract is ugly. He got massively overpaid. The Mets traded for him just to get Edwin Diaz, and now they're eating $50 million, and they got really no production out of him at all. They're eating $50 million for what? For nothing. So Brian Reynolds for Andujar, Hicks, Gallo, and a prospect. That won't do it, Wink the Man, but I would love it if it did. I would love it if it did. So this is, Peter, you're assuming that, keep this in mind. I said this to other people who keep attacking me too. They're under the assumption that Cashman is going to throw the season away by trading him. Number one, you're going to get a haul back. Number two, there is no way in the world Cashman's not going to make other moves. You're automatically assuming that Cashman's going to do that, okay? And the fact is, he's not our best clutch postseason player. Stanton is, okay? That's the other thing, too. Don't value change. See, that's baloney, Peter. That's your opinion. But again, you're assuming that Cashman's going to do absolutely nothing after that. And everybody knows that that's not going to happen. Okay? Cano is not 6'7". That doesn't... No, he's not, but... You know... He was on a Hall of Fame trajectory, too, until he got popped for juicing, so... Stinks to be Cano. Like, he still got paid, you know? $240 for 6 for Judge. I would do that for 40 per. I would do that. So many people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no doubt, Dominic. Fantastic ERA, man. Team option doesn't make the deal any sweeter. In your opinion, let's be respectful, Peter, okay? Let's not start saying it's dumb and all that stuff. Team option doesn't make the deal any sweeter. Yeah, he's got to stay healthy to earn the money. I can just pay the guy when he's 39 years old, $40 million. Got to stay healthy. Not make the deal any sweeter. How sweet does it need to be, Peter? Is the question. How sweet does it need to be? Alexander, I get it, man. Judge off the team midseason. I don't think it kills the team because, again, Cashman would make a lot of moves in return. Could you imagine they just traded Judge for whatever, but they somehow got Brian Reynolds here and like Andrew Benintendi in a starter? That ain't going to kill the team. Locker room monopoly. We don't know, Alexander. We don't know. Yes, it'll be a short-term thing, but again, we got to look beyond 2022. Okay, what about the other years? What about the other years? A-Rod and Cano type trade is not going to happen again. Yeah, I know, exactly. A-Rod, his stats were triple Aaron Judge's when he got traded. Triple. So it's a completely different ballgame for A-Rod. And Cano, forget about it. I mean, if you expect the Yankees to just dump Judge when he stops being productive, that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to pick up that money. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly, Dominic. We got to... Cashman's slick, dude. Okay? I'm not saying... It's just not a prediction. It's just... It's an option that needs to be considered. If they do it... Can't compare Judge to A-Rod. No, it's not even close, Ed. Can't compare him to Trout either. Look at the stats. Trout's stats are double. Double. Okay? Do you not understand contracts? Dude, I have a degree in economics. Okay? I understand this stuff. Okay? No stars except team options, only on young, unproven players. In this climate, yeah, maybe. But it hasn't happened before. It's happened before. But yeah. I also understand not making a stupid offer, a stupid contract, Peter. Okay? When you have a chance to win, you go for it. Okay, fine, go for it. Then you're going to let him walk for nothing in return? Laurie, I think Cashman's thinking about it, thinking about the opportunities, because now he gave them an offer, and I don't think they want to improve it, which was a big offer. He said no, and he said he's not going to negotiate now until the season's over, meaning it takes away all the leverage of the Yankees. So, and again, while I understand the logic and what Peter's saying, you're not giving up the season if you trade Judge, especially if you make a bunch of other moves. We're assuming, no, I'm not. You're assuming that Cashman's going to make no other moves if he trades Judge. No. Not even close to considering trading. I mean, I don't think many people are, you always. But again, once he turned down their extension, it became an option that the Yankees have to consider. It's that so many people don't want to hear it. So, and again, it's so much easier to spend other people's money. Just give him what he wants. They did that to other players. To Ellsbury, didn't work. Other teams did it to Cano, didn't work. This is what we're not considering here. Okay. Peter, Judge is going to be 31, not 25. Okay. 31, not 25. You're completely ignoring that situation. Judge will leave in free agency. If somebody gives him, if the Cincinnati Reds give him $350 million, he's going to Cincinnati. He's going to go into the highest bidder, no matter who it is. You think he's going to leave $80 million on the table to come back to the Yankees? It's not happening. Not happening. So if you're not going to fault Judge for leaving $80 million on the tables, why are we going to fault the Yankees for ponying up an extra $80 million? The logic is the logic. So why switch up this team? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it's an option. Okay. Exactly, Alexander. Keeping him doesn't guarantee a World Series. Trading him doesn't guarantee a World Series. Yes, it's a risk, but again, I'm thinking more long term. Okay, that's the economist, the economics person in me too, thinking long term. Okay. $360 for 10. Yeah, you could have given him $360 for 10 at like when he was 26 or 27, but not at 31. And now he's laid down the gauntlet. And he hates the fact that number's been laid out now, that people know what he asked for. And that's clear too. He wasn't happy to hear that. But again, now we know what we're working with. Now Cashman knows what he's working with. So yeah, if we can win this year with Judge, our best chance in a long time, then it's worth the risk of losing him. Yeah, it is. It is worth the risk of losing him. And again, that's option one, right? But what if they don't win and he walks for nothing? That's the other option. He does not guarantee anything. Ellsbury had a long injury history. Judge has been hurt half his career too. Yeah, exactly, Jay. I mean, I don't want to repeat that same. You're just looking to mediocrity. Okay, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. So, again, you're assuming that Judge is all world and the team is going to sink if they trade him. Okay, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. So, and again, I'm saying if they did, Cashman would make several moves to fortify the team. I'm betting on Cashman here. You can bet on whatever you want to bet on. Yeah, and you think the Mets are going to continue to do this, spending wildly for the next decade? Nope, it's not going to happen. Yeah, so, I mean, Judge, I love the way he's playing. So does everybody. I get it. Okay, but again, if you lose Judge, you go out and sign a different. Yeah, we know that. That's common sense. Okay, who do you sign instead of Judge? John Briggs Morton's play. Yeah, we know that too. I see, Peter. I like Judge, but I like the Yankees more. This is not the New York Aaron Judges. This is the New York Yankees. Okay, and that's the thing. Go out and sign up younger players. They can sign Andrew Benintendi. They can sign Trey Turner, but I don't think they're going to sign Trey Turner. I think the Dodgers will probably re-up with him. Great for the culture and for the city. Yeah, he is. That doesn't mean give him a blank check though. E. Brunson. That's at least my opinion. But yeah, he is great for the team culture in the city. He is, no doubt about it. But his age is working against him, unfortunately. Other moves, Cashman moves, like Gallo do, Judge as a team. He'd make other moves, Don. That Gallo move was an analytics move. So the Yankees aren't giving him $300 million. I'd be shocked, Don. Shocked. So, and if they don't trade him, I hope he stays healthy and I hope they win the World Series. So it's amazing how people go crazy when I propose trading him. You know how much you can get back for the guy? You don't realize Juan Soto is probably going to get traded because he turned down their extension. They know he's not going to resign. He's going to get a much bigger haul than Judge. But like, it's the same situation. A little bit different, but same situation. Why do I act like the? I don't act like that. I'll just tell you that. I don't act. I don't suggest. I get right to the point, Peter. I'll just say they can't outbid somebody, but I didn't say they can't. I said they won't. They're not going to be stupid. This isn't George Steinbrenner's Yankees. This is Hal Steinbrenner's Yankees. And again, you're seen to ignoring that fact too, Peter. See, if you come at me, you're going to get it right back. You just got to keep that in mind. Right? Where's the rebuttal for that one? Hal doesn't want to pony up $360 million for anybody. Anybody. They have not settled this arbitration yet, Jay. I think it's in July. So can't afford to do it. We're handing them you're handing them the World Series, dude. They're not guaranteed to go to the World Series or win it. Playoffs is a crapshoot. Remember that. So playoffs is a crapshoot. Thankfully, Nestor Cortez is not a free agent until 2026. They've got 3.5 more seasons with him. Like that. I like that. Age does matter. It's not like whoever they trade him is going to give them it. Are you kidding me, Peter? He's going to get MLB. They will get MLB players and prospects. Especially, there's a handful of teams who would very more than likely trade for him. Probably the Padres, the Dodgers, Giants, the Mariners. Those 4 teams, particularly, maybe even the Texas Rangers. They would give up major league players and prospects. They would. Especially if they feel he's like the one piece away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. And it is a good discussion, Lori. It's a necessary discussion. And it's good to hear other perspectives. McKenna, just because my perspective is warm, it doesn't mean I'm right. And that applies to you, too. So, or anybody, I should say. But, yes, I agree. They can get a haul for Judge. So it has to be considered. And if you think Cashman's not, at the very least, considering it, I think you'd be wrong. Yeah, and I also, respect people's feelings and loyalty to Judge. He's been a good Yankee. So they outbid. Cole's a different situation, Peter. This isn't Judge. Cole signed with them at 28. He was by far the best pitcher on the free agent market by a mile for years to come. This is not the same situation with Judge. Can't compare those two. It's not a logical comparison. I agree, Carl. Yeah, they'll probably boost it by. Again, my upper limit was 245 for 7, which is 35 per year. I could still see that happening, and I think it should. But 360, that's complete insanity. Complete insanity. But it's his right to ask. It's his right to ask. Lori makes good points all the time, and these are important points. But again, this is I like to bring up stuff that people aren't necessarily thinking about or uncomfortable stuff, because this is an uncomfortable situation for people. And I'm not just here to tell people what they want to hear. Okay, there are other channels for that. I don't do that or just claim that I'm right and I'm all knowing. There are other channels for that too. This is in a situation that it's a shitty one to a degree, but again, it's a necessary one. It is. Would I rather not trade Judge and win the World Series and have him walk in off season and trade him for a haul? Personally, PSU, trade him for a haul. Him staying doesn't guarantee they win the World Series either. It would be nice if they did, yes, 100%, but him staying doesn't guarantee anything. It doesn't guarantee anything. Yeah, I agree, Ben. Somebody's going to make some ridiculous offer for Aaron Judge, especially if he keeps playing like this, and it's going to be really, really hard to turn down. And if he walks, you get nothing. There's no guarantee in the playoffs. I wish there were, but there aren't. Would I like the Yankees to win the World Series with Judge? Of course, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Alexander, well, that's what Judge asked for. So, I mean, it's his right. It's his right to cash in. I totally get it. He's betting on himself. Can't fault the man for that. He's a free agent. This is his one opportunity. Can't fault the guy for that. But Judge is by far the best hitter. Now, Cole was 28 when he signed with the Yankees. Judge is going to be 31 when the extension starts in 2023. Robbie, it is a good discussion. It's an important discussion, I think. And again, important questions are not always easy ones. So I can't give you one reasonable trade that makes sense for both teams where the Yankees. No matter what trade we propose, you're going to disagree with it, Peter. You're living on your own planet right now. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if they traded with the Padres or the Dodgers and got Brusco Gratterall or Dustin May and Gavin Lux back, which alone is a solid return for Judge, you're going to be like, nah, it's not enough of this, that, or whatever. You're going to come up with an excuse. It's pretty obvious. You're going to come up with an excuse to say, that's not a good trade, not a good trade, not a good trade. So, and again, getting a big haul doesn't make the Yankees necessarily worse because, like I said 20 times to you already, that they will make other moves too. Cashman. Yeah, exactly. Stephen London was a waste. I don't disagree with getting better this year. I agree with you. They should get better this year, Peter. There's no guarantee. So when you have a shot, totally fine. I don't think he's going to take a 7-year Alexander. He's going to get more than that. Best team they've had in years. I don't disagree with that, Peter, but they're also in a pickle right now with Judge. He turned down a big extension. That matters. Do you think a team will really send the haul? Yes, I do, PSU. Go back and look with the Dodgers. They sent 5 prospects for 2 months of Manny Machado, whose stats are far superior to Aaron Judge's, who is a lot younger too. If the team thinks they're one piece away for Judge, and I'm pretty confident that there's not a team that's going to trade for him that will not offer a big extension too. So if the Dodgers trade for him, they're going to extend them. If the Padres trade for him, they're going to extend them. That's why the list is so small, because there's only a few teams that have the assets, prospect-wise and players-wise, and the cash to do it. That's why the list is so small. But yeah, I do, PSU. Mm-hmm. Dominic, put him in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom. I want to go all in Texas Hold'em style. I mean, I would, if you want to go all in, I would trade for Brian Reynolds and add him to this, and then you add and a pitcher, and you add that to Judge and whatnot. That way, if he does walk, it softens the blow by having Brian Reynolds here. That's something like that I would do with Laurie C. He also has controllable years too, so 3 more after this year. That matters too. Yeah, so Severino has an option for 2023, which I think will get exercised, Jay. So thankfully, yeah. But yeah, Taillon has earned an extension, and if Severino stays healthy and continues to perform that way, he'll be earning it too. So, but that's a good point too. Can't look at Judge's WAR and say that he's the reason the Yankees win or won't win at all. Yeah, it's just using stats like that is kind of irrelevant. But Ben, that's a good point. Can't be just like, oh, his WAR this or his BBAP this. It's like Stanton. He's healthy when he's on. When he's unstoppable in the postseason. So all those stats get thrown to the trash. Means dick. Chappie's contract, what Judge makes now, is a good contract for Judge. What it look like? Pay him, move on, find the bullpen arms. Jace, no, that makes sense. That makes sense too. Pujols was beloved in St. Louis, but they were not willing to spend that much money, and they were right. Exactly, Bob. He also had 400 home runs at that point too, when he was 31 when he left. 400, what the freaking hell? But yeah, Pujols was way beyond Judge's level, way beyond it. But this is what I'm talking about. These decisions, best decisions for the team. And again, I like Judge, but I like the Yankees more. So I agree, Laurie. Taillon's probably going to run up close to $20 million per. Keeps pitching like this, yeah, no doubt. Russ, exactly too. It's hard to take the emotion out of it sometimes because he's a lot of people's favorite player. I get it, totally get it. So, but like this, it is a business. And Judge is. Do you think Judge is not treating it as a business? If he was not treating it like business, he would have accepted the Yankees offer at 30.5 million per. But he's treating it like a business, and it's his right to. But it's also the Yankees' right to do the same thing. So the Yankees have been called out by stupid decisions before. They don't want to make another one. Yeah. All eyes in the house. What is good? Why do you think the Dodgers can afford Judge with the Yankees? I didn't say the Yankees couldn't. I said the Yankees wouldn't. Two different things, Peter. They both have money coming off, but again, Dodgers don't have Dodgers have the highest payroll in baseball. So yes, and they're paying a $47 million penalty. They also have a boatload of money coming off the books this offseason too. And they just saved another 35 by Trevor Bauer's suspension. So if you think they're not going to go after Judge if he's a free agent, you're crazy. Absolutely nuts. Barlow, I would love you, Elvis. From the Royals, him and Benintendi would be a fantastic trade. Judge is going to go to the highest bidder, then maybe we should trade him. He's going to go to the highest bidder. There's no way he's going to leave $50, $60 million on the table. There's no way. And at that point, like, the loyalty thing is beyond now because he turned down their extension. So, like, to me, the loyalty argument is no more. He's treating it like a business. And again, can't fault him for that. Can't. He's betting on himself. Can't fault the man for that. And he's playing extremely well, so it's working. Can you compare Judge to Soto? Soto to me is on a Judge is having the better season right now, but to me, Soto's the better investment long term. Carl. Soto's by far the better bet long term. You can give Soto a 10-year deal, and it would be, Judge will only be 2 years into his new deal. So to me, there's no debate at all. I would have loved to sign Judge 4 years ago. Would have been a better investment. Now, I replaced Judge with a guy like Soto. That's the situation that, unfortunately, they're in. That's the kind of conversation that is going to be had at some point, right? So you think people are not going to line up for Soto? Oh, shit. You think people are not going to line up for Judge? Shit. People will line up for Judge. Teams find money. They find money out of nowhere. So I doubt we get another piece for the pen when Herman. Yeah, Herman's coming back. Zach Britton. They might, Laurie. I would still get a reliever, but I don't overly rely on stats, Peter. But combination of everything, including WAR, including impact to the team, in postseason compared to regular season, how often he stays healthy, how productive he is, how consistent he is. So Volpe's doing okay. He's also adjusting to a higher division, AA, so it's a little bit of an adjustment. So I'm not worried about Volpe. He's fine. He also has like 20-something stolen bases, so he's doing other things, even though he's not hitting as much. So Billy Branch is in the house. What's up, buddy? I also use age, Peter. 31. Working against Judge. Benintendi 27, Brian Reynolds 27, Soto 23. Better long-term investments, in my opinion. What would suck if you trade Judge? The Dodgers or Padres? Yeah, if you face those guys in the World Series and got to face Judge, that'd be tough. No doubt about it, Felix. 100%. But I totally get that. But imagine what the possibilities would be, how exciting it would be. But the pieces you would get back from the Padres or the Dodgers would be pretty damn good, short-term and long-term. And that's, Pujols was already starting to decline. Judge is hitting better. Not necessarily. Judge is going to be declining short-term too. Judge is 31, Peter. Okay. I love his season right now. Love it, but it's going to happen too. And you really want to pay for maybe 2 or 3 more prime years and have 6 or 7 significant declining years? Do you really want to do that, Peter? That's not good economics. Yeah, that's, to me, it's not good business. Montgomery's got a couple seasons left. I think 2024 might be his free agent year. Jay, Rob, yeah, I mean, so they offered him 7 years, 213.5. I would go up to 245, but I would not go beyond 7 years for Judge. Again, if I did, it would be an option for an eighth year, based on him staying healthy and have a certain amount of bats. You got to protect the player and you have to protect the team, both ways. Okay. Do I sign Taillon to an extension? Yeah, I do. I pick up Severino's option too. Because he's healthy, yeah. Sign Judge to an extension would be nice, but depends on what the extension is. Now that he's performing the way he is, and based on what he's already asked for, those things have to be factored in. So, I believe at the end the Yankee Judge will re-sign. Oh, yeah. I mean, Ross Crone, excuse me, senior. I don't think he'll get less years than 7. I think he's going to go at least 7. I think Judge is going to get probably 9 from somebody, maybe even 10 from somebody. Well, exactly, Billy. Judge made a business decision. Yankees need to do the same. It's that simple. And it's not just pay the man what he wants. That's not how it works. Not at 31 years old. Dream scenario, Judge may be our best piece ever offered. Just got to wait for Trout to win. Well, they're unfortunately, I think, the same age too. So I wouldn't be trading for Trout. I'd be trading for Soto at this point, PG. But I totally get it. Well, exactly, man. They can afford Judge and Soto, but they know too at this point they're a much more fiscally stringent organization now, so that matters, and that has to be taken into consideration. We got to leave the emotions out of that because we're not the ones making the business decision; it's them. So it's no point in arguing and fighting over this stuff. It doesn't make anybody's argument any stronger. At the end of the day, the business decision is going to be made one way or another, and they're going to have to live with it. So. But yes, you're Felix. Good point too. Free agency is all about being overpaid, not fair market value. Yeah, and who determines fair market value? The agents do because they want to keep increasing it, and they call it fair market value. So, but it is about being overpaid. 100%, Felix. 100%. Can you tell me how many times when you move players like Judge in a situation where, in hindsight, it worked out for both teams? Cardinals and Pujols. Let them walk. Cardinals wanted. Better off. He did. Angels didn't do anything with him. Nothing. And they added Josh Hamilton. They added other guys too. Nothing. So Mookie's doing fine with the Dodgers right now. I think the Red Sox will be fine. They'll start their retooling and whatnot. But in these situations, I mean, Seattle's better off without Cano. So it happens. And we're in unprecedented territory with these contracts too now. These contracts are insane now. Oh, if Judge comes back, he'll be the highest paid player. I think so. Yeah. But yeah, he's a West Coast boy. He's even alluded to that he's been a West Coast fan. So I see him going to the West Coast if he hits free agency. And if he hits free agency, the Yankees are in a worse position. Been a minute. Hey, what's going on, J Luck? What's happening, man? I would stick it. I would stick at 7 years for Judge because it's going to require at least that. Offering him 6 will get it turned down immediately. But yeah, this is the thing too. The drastic decline. That's the worry, man. That's the worry. It's going to look ugly. And he is on the wrong side of 30, and people seem to be ignoring that. I don't know why, but and again, Ross Crone, I get it. If he wants 9 or 10 years, let him walk. That's why I say trade him and get something back in return instead of him walk for nothing. It's that, But that's just me. And I understand why so many people disagree because of the situation that the team is in right now. And he's playing extremely well. I get it. Yeah, get Mo Bob. Yankees haven't eaten the last two to come. Yes. Yep. And the Cano, I mean, they ate the last four. And keep in mind, insurance paid that salary for Ellsbury, but it still counted towards the Yankees' payroll and limited their ability to do other things. These contracts are 100% towards the payroll, and they're also 100% guaranteed to the player unless he gets suspended for whatever without pay. But like, this is not like football where you give somebody $100 million and only 26 of it's guaranteed. 100% of their contract is guaranteed. Giancarlo and Judge declining at the same time. Yeah, it could, man. Yes, 100%. That's my biggest worry. Gallo and Andujar for Winker and some low-level prospect. Interesting. Intriguing. Less than 24. Intriguing. Carpenter can probably sub in an outfield here and there, Carl. Yeah. Mostly DH, while hopefully Stanton plays more outfield because he is better when he plays the outfield. So, the risk this year's possible champions. That's the key word, possible. What if they get to the playoffs and they get eliminated the first round? Then they lost the prime opportunity. To me, if they're the options. I mean, he turned down an extension. They're not negotiating again until the season's over. So he's taken one negotiating point away from the team, right? They can't re-up their offer right now. So he's going to test free agency. He's already said it too. So, and I take him at his word. I think he's just being straight up, right? So can't fault him for that. And so, yeah, I do risk this year's possible championship for a long-term benefit. Yeah, I do, personally, because what you can get in return for him, which again doesn't guarantee that by trading him they lose they lose all ability to go deep in the playoffs. And again, because I said this too, like when I was saying this to Peter, that the Cashman will make several other moves because he knows moving a guy like Judge, if they do, creates a big hole. There's no doubt about it. But getting multiple guys, because he only plays one spot. He only bats once every 9 times. He doesn't bat 3 times. Getting multiple spots, multiple players is an option that needs to be considered, especially if you get a pitcher and a hitter or a couple of each or whatever it is. It has to be considered. And I'm not predicting that they trade him. I'm just saying it has to be considered as an option. But yeah, he will be ugly to watch at 38. That's my biggest worry. And then people at that point be like, see, the Yankees are wasted. They wasted money. They can't do anything because of these they're going to say the same thing. It's going to be the same rotation of complaining, right? So Cashman should have traded. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all, Felix. Exactly. Judge has gotten some walk-offs. He's gotten some key hits, Ben. I'll give him credit for that. But he's not, a younger guy. The Yankees need to get younger, more athletics, and that to me is something that's can't be ignored. Yeah, 115 folks, 132 likes. I appreciate you. If you haven't hit the like, smash that before you head out. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. And this was a healthy debate. Again, I'm the only one talking, so it looks like I'm getting super heated, but I'm just passionate about the team. So, and I welcome other people's disagreements. As long as we're respectful, like I said, it's all good, man. It's all good. But let's not call people stupid and delusional. Let's not do that, okay? Don't want to poke the bear. If they do trade Judge, you package Gallo or Hicks in the deal. I mean, if you can, yeah, sure. Yeah. You can't pay Judge based on, this is the other thing. And this is something, Laura, you bring up a good point. This is how baseball players capitalize. Having a good year at the right time. Let me capitalize it into an 8-year deal, which turns out to be a dog shit deal for 5 or 6 of those years because of that one good season. And that's a bad mistake. And I worry about that. So, yeah, it runs to me too. I love the myriad of thoughts and ideas. And it's, again, just because I might not agree with you doesn't make me right, okay? I don't need to be right all the time. This is refreshing. I get different perspectives from all of you, right? And you get it from me. So this, to me, is a healthy community of stuff. So that, to me, makes it a good channel. I thank you guys and gals for that. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I will wrap this up and let you go enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will one more, Edwin. For instance, would I DFA Gallo or move forward Andujar? I would DFA Gallo and stay with Andujar for now. Yep. Yep. Zishan 24. Yeah, trade the farm for Soto and sign to a 10-year deal. And then if you trade Judge, you just restock some of the farm you just gave up for Soto. It's another way of looking at it too. So just some thoughts, but I appreciate the debate, everybody. We'll keep this going again because this is, again, when you have a bunch of passionate, knowledgeable Yankee fans with different ideas, it's really, really good. It's stimulating here. It's a lot of fun here. E. Brunson, I'm working on gear too. Believe me, I'm working on getting. A friend of mine owns a merch business, so I'm working on that. I just want to get it to make it affordable for everybody and easily accessible. So once I get the go ahead on that, the merch is coming out. So, and the plan is this summer. So I'll keep you updated on everything, everybody. But thank you. Peace and love, all you guys. Over now.